Happy Valentine's Day. In celebration, I'm going to describe all of the dates that I think the girls in Persona 3, 4, and 5 would set up for their significant others. And to not be too biased, I'm excluding Mitsuru, Yukiko, and Makoto from these descriptions. But I would love to make a video talking about how I think they would treat their significant others as well. So I'll give them their own video another time. Alright, in Persona 3, I feel like Yukari, Fuka, Chihiro, and Yuko would all do really sweet, thoughtful, like, get to know you dates. Maybe something like a picnic, you know, something cute where they would prepare food. Of course, Yukari would be better at that than Fuka. I don't know about Chihiro and Yuko. Between the two of them would be better at cooking. But I feel like out of the four of them, Yukari would be the best at cooking. Chidori's date would just be very unhinged. I feel like eventually it would be sweet, but it would be quite unhinged. Like, she would take you to some kind of very scary place for most normal people. But listen, some people will like that. Junpei liked it, so. Alright, moving on to Persona 4. Chie would be slightly unhinged, not quite Chidori level, but I feel like it would be meat-related in quite a strange way. But she's also quite sweet once you get to know her. So, I think slightly unhinged describes Chie best. I'd say Risa, Naoto, and Yumi kind of land in that more sweet and thoughtful realm. I wouldn't say all of them would go with a picnic necessarily. I think Risa would do something a little more different, but I think she wouldn't be opposed to a picnic date. Naoto I could see doing a picnic. Yumi would probably want to do something related to art, like kind of maybe go see a play or something. She likes to act, but I don't know if she likes to watch acting. I'm not sure about that, but I do think Risa, Naoto, and Yumi would all be quite sweet. I think for some reason she would want you to pay, especially if you're a guy. I couldn't see I dating a girl at all, but I could be wrong. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Moving on to Persona 5, I broke them up into a couple categories. First just being the school-aged girls, and then later on the adults. So let's talk about the high school girls. I think once Futaba is comfortable dating someone, I think she would, if she was planning a date, she would be unhinged, but like in a cute way. She would kind of get to know you in like a hyperfixation manner, I think, and could craft something perfect for you. She would either do that, or she would just have you pick a video game, and she would systematically destroy you at that video game, even if she never played it before somehow. Just her skills at video games are just crazy. So she would basically beat you at any video game or do something sweet. But also, for the most part, until she did get to know her significant other, I think she would pick something she enjoys to do, and then kind of see where you overlap, and then eventually she would plan a potentially very cute / unhinged date. An and Hifumi would land in that sweet realm. An would just be more like the other girls I described, just kind of sweet, thoughtful, maybe a picnic type thing. Hifumi, I think, would like a cafe more, and she would definitely also want to play shogi at some point. Yoshizawa would also land more towards An and the other sweet girls with maybe like a picnic type date. Haru would do something a little fancier than that, in my opinion. It would also be sweet. Haru would drop some serious cash on her date. Alright, on to the adults. I think Chihaya would take you to a cult meeting. She wouldn't know it was a cult meeting, but she would take you to a cult meeting. But again, I think she would also be quite sweet. Towards the end of her confidant, once it's done, I think she would also land in the sweet category. Like, it would be like a sweet date where she'd get to know you kind of thing. Since you only hang out with her at night, I can't picture her taking you on a picnic, but maybe she would. I'm not sure. Oya would drink with an adult-aged person. She would like to go to a bar, probably. It's hard to know because in Persona 5 you're a student, so I think how she interacts with the pro tag is different than how she would interact with an adult. Kawakami, the note I just put says sleeping. Yeah, I think she'd want a more chill date for sure. But she would be very sweet as well once she opened up. And Takemi would do questionable science. I think that sums it up. And then I threw Saya in here just cause. It would be fancy, but like efficient fancy. I don't think it would have as much heart as like Haru's date. But Saya would be very closed off at first, and then I think she'd open up later on and be pretty sweet as well. But like a secret sweet, kind of borderline tsundere-ish with whoever she loved or liked at first. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.